Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. Math is Fun channel, wherein it's educational channel where you can learn a lot of things in mathematics, and this will make you enjoy learning new things in mathematics, okay? In a very friendly approach or method. So again, before you continue the video, I want you to please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also to click the yellow bell button in order for you to be notified once there is a new video that will be uploaded in my channel. If you want to learn things, then you can subscribe my channel, and do not forget to share it with your friends, classmates, teachers who wants really to have a supplementary materials, or if you want to learn more things in mathematics, then my channel is for you. Okay, so this time I would like to shout out the STE 1 and 2 for the school year 2020 to 2021 of Davao City National High School. Hi everyone, hello there. So I know you are all participating, and continue on watching the videos because this will help you develop your critical thinking skills as well as your creative thinking skills or higher order thinking skills. So you want that? You want that rather? Then you have to be connected in this video. So um, to start with our next topic for this video discussion, I'll share you. So sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. Something happened. So I hope you are still there waiting. I'm going to share the PowerPoint presentation. So, the calculator is always happy when it's math time. So now, okay, as you can see in the video, there is something to do with the Venn diagrams, or it illustrates the Venn. What I mean, it uses Venn diagrams to illustrate something in the set, something in the operations on set. So our topic for today is using these Venn diagrams that we have there to solve problems involving sets in a real scenario or in a real situation. So we don't need to be like in abstract way of learning these concepts of sets, but also we can relate it by answering or trying to apply it in a real life scenario, which can be or evident to the solving or solving problems involving sets or solving problems using Venn diagram. So it's more than a drawing, okay? The Venn diagram, there are a lot of uses of Venn diagram, especially in sets. So to start with, of course, let's have to review about what we had just talked about in the previous videos that I shared in my channel, the set operations and the Venn diagram. So as I have said, set A, or the first one, it shows the first Venn diagram shows set A. So I want you to focus on the shaded part, okay? Set A, that is the this represents, or the Venn diagram, this Venn diagram represents or describes set A. Another thing also for the second one, beside it, complement of A, or so the complement of A, or A prime. So A prime, you can write this one as A prime or complement of A. So as you can see, what is shaded there, the color green, I want you to focus on color green, on the color green rather. That shows, or that represents, the complement of A. And this one, as you can see, no color at all. This one, and there is no intersections, no color at all, because there is no intersection, and that represents the disjoint sets. A and B are disjoints. So in this Venn diagram. So another, for this one, there is a universal set, there is a B. So B there rather is a proper subset of A. Remember, at least one element of, there is at least one, or at least one element of A that is not in B. So meaning to say, that's how we describe a proper subset. So B, It's a proper subset of A. This is a symbol used to represent a subset, or a proper subset rather. Another thing also in there, in the Venn diagram, we have this one, the shaded part, the center, that shows both A and B, or A intersect B. So you can read this one as A intersect B. Again, A intersect B. So this one, the other one, the last part below the proper subset, this one, all the shaded part of A and B, these are, or it can be read as either A or B, either A or B, or you can just have it or read it as A union B, A union B. I want you to remember, how are we going to read, how to read, or rather not to read, to read the symbols that we have in the set operations. So this one, again, this can be read as A union B. So that's it. Let's proceed to the next. Okay, the basic principles or the basic operations that we have in the set theory. We have A union B, as I mentioned a while ago, representing this symbol and the Venn diagram. That means elements that belong to either A or B, or both. So I want you to remember the word or that describes union, because we are already in the worded problems, so that you will be you will have a clue on what in what type of operations that you're going to use in the worded problems. Next is this one, okay, the center that shows intersection. So A intersect B. You can read this one rather as A intersect B. So elements that belong to B, A and B, both A and B, meaning to say they're common. So the complement, or a complement, is the elements that that is not, or that don't belong to A, or to any given set. So example, in this illustration, we have A prime, as you can see, A prime. You can read that one as A prime, or complement of A. So A prime is equal to the shaded part. All the shaded part, the color green, or that's the answer of the complement of A, meaning to say elements that don't belong to A. So these are the Venn diagrams that we used during in the previous topics that we have, or videos. So I hope you will be able to remember them all, because that is very helpful in solving problems involving set theory, involving Venn diagrams. Now let's try to apply about the Venn diagrams that we have rather. So now let's try to interpret and describe them each. So I'll give you time to do it, like 1 minute. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So there's no numbering. That's 4. This is number 4 and number 5. Okay, I hope you are doing there on your seats. So now let's try to describe them, each diagram or Venn diagrams that we have. Okay, let's start with number 1. Number 1, this one, intersection of A and A intersect B. So the shaded region is the intersection of A and B. So as I mentioned a while ago, and I have shown lately. Number 2, that shows union, right? Since all or everything in A and B are shaded. So shaded region is the union of A and B. So this one, number 2 answer. Check. For number 3, okay, that is pretty obvious. That's complement, because the shaded part is outside A, or set A. Therefore, it's a complement, or A prime, complement of A, or A prime. Another thing, class, check number 3. Number 4, for our number 4, this one, okay, something outside in our both A and B, or yeah. And what I mean is outside A or B, which describes the complement of A union B. So the complement, okay, I want you to remember that one. Complement of A union B for number 4. See, that's outside in the union of A and B. So the shaded region does not include any elements of A or B. So That's how it represents here in number 4. Number 5, we have it. Oh, that's intersection, right? What is not shaded in this number 5 is the intersection. So meaning to say, this is a complement since the shaded part is outside the intersection of A and B, then we can say that it is a complement of, or the complement of A intersect B, or complement of A intersect B. So meaning to say, that means the shaded region does not include any elements that belong to your A or both A and B. That's why we have this. So number 6, this one, number 6. Okay, what have you observed? It's something like difference, right? Which is in B, that is not in A. So meaning to say, if you're going to make a notation out of this in number 6, we can just have it, since it's the shaded part is only B, which is not included in A. So we have it A in A complement or A prime intersect B. So that's the symbol in number 6. So I want you to remember how we represent the Venn diagrams as a notation, or how do we read it? How we convert the shaded part into a what? The shaded region into what? Into equation or notation of sets. Or you can do the reversed way. How will you represent the equation or the operations or the symbols of sets or operations on sets in a Venn diagram? So that's why I want you to observe how do we illustrate or do the convert the Venn diagram or interpret it using the equation or notation used in the operations on set. So I want you to remember that one. I love the music, the background music. Okay, so much for that. Let's try to apply these symbols in a worded problem. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, then you try this way. So as you can see in the example, that's example number 9, but the example for the worded problems, the Venn diagram shows student involvement into sports. We have swimming and basketball. If 100 students were surveyed, how many students were? Letter A is question, how many students were into swimming but not in basketball? For letter B, in both swimming and basketball. For letter C, either swimming or basketball. For letter D, neither into swimming nor basketball. So, how will you, yes, how will you answer and apply the concept now? So I hope you can think, you are thinking right now how to do it. Okay, I'll show you the solution and we will discuss after so that it will be easier for you to understand that. For now, letter A, look at, for letter A, if we're going to use the Venn diagram, we can shade, look at, you can only shade the swimming because you are asked about into swimming but not basketball. So the notation used here is S intersect B complement because into swimming but not basketball. So S intersect B complement and that gives us 15. Okay, I hope you can follow. For letter B, this one, letter B, you have it into both swimming and basketball. Very easy. Because we use the word and. Again, and is intended for intersection. So the notation in here is S intersect B, which is 20. If you're going to use the Venn diagram, then the shaded part will be 20. Got it? I hope you got it. What about letter C? For letter C, class, the set is the union of S and B. Since we use the preposition or, as I've mentioned last time, when we use a preposition or, that means union. Again, that means union. So, or means union. That's why S, union B. So we have it 65. So 30 plus 20 plus 15, 65. Okay? So meaning to say, if you use the Venn diagram, this is how it looks like. And lastly, for letter D, neither into swimming nor basketball. So meaning to say, neither, both, or not into swimming and not into basketball. So you have to determine the union of the swimming and basketball, which is now what? A 65 that we answered in letter C. But according to the question, it's neither, so not. So that refers to complement. The not refers to complement. So our equation now or notation is the complement of S union B. Since the union of S and B is equal to 65, and the union or the and the universal set of this given diagram or situation is 100, which is according to the given, there are 100 students. See? Okay. So then the complement of S union B is equal to 35. We will just subtract 100 to 65. So 100 minus 65, that gives us 35. I hope you can follow. And if you use the Venn diagram, what is outside in your set S and B will be the, yes, outside shaded part, and subtract it to the union, or union subtracted it to the complement of the union of S um, union B, then that gives you 35. And that is your final answer in letter D. I hope you can follow. Please do not forget this concept. This is very helpful in set theory. Okay, so I hope you will able to grasp and got the concept and master the skills that you should have to really master in this video discussion. Thank you for listening. If you love this video, kindly click the word subscribe there, and also the button of a yellow bell button rather. So kindly click it so that you will be able to be updated and notified if there is something new video that will be uploaded in my channel. So if you learn something, click subscribe. Please share it to your friends and have a good day. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. If you want to a shout out, then just tell me.